ask the board, well, let's start with the simple motion first. Crystal has a motion on the board to, adjourn the meeting. Is there a second?
Second.
All right, there's a second, so let's continue the debate. The debate is this: why, the way I see it, why have the meeting if we're just gonna have to do it again because it wasn't properly noticed? Correct?
Yeah.
Right, and I'm,
Does it put us in jeopardy with the state or anything else?
the jeopardy will be that you have to redo the meeting, Jim. That's the only jeopardy.
That's not true.
Why not?
There will be civil penalties, fines, and costs.
Because somebody said, or because you've seen it?
Read the law, Terry, you know what it is. You're trying to cover it up right now, fines and costs.
Tammy,
Civil penalties.
you need to go. You need to leave. I'm asking you to leave. I'm asking you to leave.
Kim, would you take my phone? Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate your advocacy, but sometimes it just gets out of hand.
That's okay. There's no morals or ethics.
It's the pot on the kettle black, but all right.
The state deadline is July 1st for budgets. Okay.
Our fiscal year budget is July 1st.
Right.
June 30th.
We could get into all kinds of stuff. If the people who are so concerned about this just found out 2 minutes before the meeting, are they just trying to grandstand? Or if they actually cared, would they have said something and given the people that made the mistake a chance to fix it?
Those people are not your elected officials, Terry.
Have a nice day.
I feel like it's been pointed out.
It has been pointed out, and we've taken notice of it. And I'm strongly urging the board to continue on. Okay? Because the error of not doing the meeting is greater than the error of doing the meeting.
I completely disagree.
And you're allowed, that's why we have votes on these
I
things.
agree, but so doing the meeting when the public wasn't informed properly, they weren't given this information, none of us were ahead of the,
How are we
until just
doing our
now.
checking balance notices, on notices? How do we know that what we're supposed to be doing is being done? I mean, how do we check each other?
Well, there is no process in place for that right now. And the truth is, the board has failed miserably at oversight on the public notices. Right? And I know people like say, well, that's Mr. Hall's fault. He's the one in charge, but I'm not.
No, I mean,
All right, and,
is it not hitting the paper on time? Is it not being posted on time?
I didn't have the proper language in this posting.
this specific instance is of a failure to have the proper.
And so if we're aware of that, we should not progress with an illegal meeting. Period. It's just-
But it's not illegal, that's the point, that's.
Can I ask you a question?
I'd rather not then,
Okay.
and,
Wasn't posted either.
so,
Not only was
It's
it
on the website, but you have to click on the date.
that,
I've checked with them as to why it doesn't display, and until you click on the date, they informed me they'd have to create a whole new algorithm to accommodate us. Because I got into it with them about that. But we
You know
need
it's
to
gonna
vote on
cost
that.
the public and with us, our own scheduling, but I think we should recess
fair enough.
and do it properly and make sure that we cover ourselves both ways, checking our own, making sure it happens. If there's something I can do by phone or something, I'm glad to.
I just need to rewrite the submission and get it published again.
Any one of us could have checked, saw it in the paper and done it, any one of us could have checked it, you know, so truth is, we're all equally at fault for not ensuring that this is done. And, maybe me more than everybody else, because I've just been letting Anidra do her job. But I am not a dictator, I'm not a vindictive person. And if you don't wanna do your job, then the public has a recourse for it. Right, that's the way the system is set up. We've done our best to work and do things together, not always greatly, but we have. So that the point comes back to, what is the error if the meeting was found to have been improperly noticed? The error is to redo the meeting. That's it. I say it's a greater error to not do the meeting, to bow into this bullying, all right, and not do the meeting.
take offense to that, I don't think abiding by the law is bullying.
It's not abiding by
I think
the law when it's
ignoring
done
the
right.
law could be,
Yes, ignoring the law is wrong.
okay, well, that's what.
We
you're
don't think
supposed
that
to
the
do.
law was ignored though on purpose. Did
I'm not
anybody
saying
intend to
that,
do that?
but if you continue this meeting, that's what you're doing, it's been brought to your attention, you're aware of that.
If I continue the meeting, I'm not ignoring the law, I've just acknowledged that it is a deficiency possibly. We will find out. But without it,
Splitting hairs there and.
That's what the law
I
is.
think their hair's splitting, I mean, it blatantly says the location, the operating millage, the website, I mean, all of these things that were not included in
there's
various
exceptions too.
ways.
There are exceptions. We only get half the information most of the time. Alright, you know, you heard during one of the public comments on how we didn't hold a meeting with the special electors meeting. Well, we know full well that it was illegally called, that it was illegally done, and nothing about the whole process that she did, that she actually hoodwinked 20-some people to sign a petition for something that could never legally occur.
I think that's
That's-
debatable, I think you're interpreting things further off.
Alright, well, I've made my argument, and, the worst that'll happen is I'll go home and enjoy the rest of the day. Alright, and, but, did somebody you calling the vote? Alright, the vote's been called, there's been a motion made to adjourn by Crystal, seconded by Jim. Alright, we'll go, let's do a roll call vote. Jim?
Yes.
Karen? Terry? No.
How did
Anitra?
Karen vote?
No. Anitra?
I'm gonna say yes, let's just adjourn. I'm tired of fighting.
That's too bad. And then, Crystal?
Yes.
Alright, motion is made to adjourn the budget hearing, that has passed 3-2. Budget hearing hereby is adjourned. Alright,
Now, everybody keep your packet, cause you're not getting another one next week.
oh, hold up. Immediately after the budget hearing, is the
Yeah.
township board meeting.
Thank you for saving a tree. Good job.
The last two pages are the board meeting.
If we'd like to take a break before we go into that?